Hello, dear viewers. Thank you for joining me again today. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm on the go again today, but there's so much in the news. I had to stop and do a quick on the fly reading. Maybe it won't be that quick. I don't know. There's so much happening. So Barr did he did an interview. Did you guys see the sound bite where he was talking about Trump's tweets making it so very difficult for him as Attorney General? Very tragic, very difficult for him. But he was also, well, now those of you who are intuitive, good at reading people, he really seemed to be lying when he was saying that he had made up his mind ahead of time to shorten Roger Stone's sentencing. Or he didn't even say that. He even said something like defer to the prosecutors, but for short. I don't even know what he was talking about. It made no sense. He was going round and round and round. So he made this statement, and then he said, and then the tweet came out, and he had to say, well, should I go back on my original decision because it'll look bad because of the tweet? Just makes it impossible for me to figure, to do my job. So, okay, Spirit, I have a lot of things to unpack about that particular interview. For one thing, now, my intuition was saying, oh, he is so lying. And not only that, but he couldn't really convincingly tell the camera that the president had never actually asked him to interfere in sentencing in a case. So that was interesting too. But okay, just tell me about this, Spirit, please. Tell us the information that you think would be good for us to know. Okay, the Strength card. Oh yeah, unfortunately, don't be looking for this to be William Barr's swan song or anything right now. King of Coins. He's established. He's sitting in that throne. He's not going anywhere, but the law is there. Okay, but that's a more reassuring card. It's sort of like, but yes, but the law is there, and the law has to be dealt with. It's a bit encouraging to see him struggle, to see him squirm there, to see him, worried about this and feeling like, oh my gosh, this is looking way too obvious. I don't want to be seen as Trump's lackey with my position. This is the particular situation that seemed to get him nervous enough to come on out and do an interview. So that's good. That means there's more power in the legal system than he would like. He doesn't have complete control over this thing, and by far. There are so many judges out there, and he worries about being disbarred. But the Four of Coins, he hangs on. He hangs on. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing with that. Okay, I wanted to ask too with Trump. So what was his reaction to William Barr's speech, to his interview? What was his reaction? He does not like that kind of thing. And also, was William Barr kind of sending a message to Trump like, I will create trouble for you? Let's ask that question first. I will create trouble for you. If you do this stuff, you have got to cover our tracks a lot better. Let's ask that. Was that what was going on? Eight of Cups. Oh, so he was almost saying, yes, William Barr has some power. That's why he got the Strength card. Trump is there because there are some very powerful people who are allowing him to be there. He's doing more good for them than bad financially, so they're allowing him to be there. But if that were to change, I think William Barr is also very connected. Well, and we know with the whole religious stuff, and he's very connected with the evangelical far right and some of those very deep pockets, those donors. So he has some power all on his own, in other words, he is saying. Well, and this is very true, not even, because of the people he may be connected to, but he does have the power. I mean, he could make enough trouble for Trump next week that would make Trump leave. He absolutely could precipitate Trump's exit. He absolutely could in a moment's notice. So he was trying to tell Trump, hey, I have some power here too. And I told you not to say anything about this. And I'm not sure if that conversation actually happened, but sort of like, don't don't have me grant you a favor and then throw me under the bus like that. Oh, man. Okay, so what else? Three of Swords. This has happened before. So Barr was making this announcement basically because this has happened before. This isn't the first time. This has happened repeatedly where he was working with Trump, trying to help Trump, and then Trump exposed him in such a way that was very high risk to Barr. And he does not like that. He doesn't like that. And he's saying, hey, I got some power too. So this really was Barr swinging back big time. Oh, and then there's Nancy Pelosi. So I think Barr is also saying, I could just as easily work with the Dems to get you out. We could have some conversation. Could have some conversation with Mitch McConnell. There could be conversations behind the scenes that would make it troublesome for you, Trump. It's like that. And the Tower. This was a Tower moment. Make or break them. So Barr knew. He knew how enraged Trump would be at this. He knew this was the very kind of thing that can get you fired and quickly. But he gambled. He believed that he wasn't going to get fired. He believed he's too powerful to be fired. He has noticed that some people have not been fired because it would damage Trump too much politically. So he's seen that. Okay. So wow. Okay. Yet he wants more security. Ace of Coins. I wonder what that one's about. Sort of like this is also an opportunity. Maybe it's an opportunity for greater security in the end, that kind of thing. So Barr knew exactly what he was doing. This was a big deal that he did this interview. It was a big deal that was out there. Okay, Spirit, what was Trump's reaction? That was my other question about this. Okay, and this one flies out, so why not? So we have Queen of Cups flying out. Okay, there's all this shadowy stuff that I have no idea what exactly has been going on, but it's all this weird shadowy power moves behind the scenes. This a lot of times means Mother Russia, the Queen of Cups, and not always, but I feel like the fact that it flew out, that was the immediate impression I got, that somehow relationships or backing from certain oligarchs may be part of this. And we do know, though, that there has been money from that quarter of the world coming into our politics in the U.S. big time. So we know that. So somehow that's all implicated here. That kind of binds Barr and Trump together. And Trump is not entirely, he isn't as unfettered as we would think he was. There are people who know his secrets. There are people he does take orders from. As long as he's able to show his muscle publicly and not have that exposed, because everybody knows you don't threaten his ego. He's all right with that. Interesting. So that one flew out. What else about Trump? We have the Queen of Swords. Oh, he saw Barr as an informant. So right away there, he was like, yeah, Barr is an informant. Barr is somebody who could tell people a lot. What if Barr went to the media? What if Barr dropped this little nugget or that little nugget? Barr knows a lot. Okay, so right away, he actually got nervous when he saw that. Six of Swords. This is part of a learning process for Trump. That means where the ties that bind him get to be a little choky. They get to be too confining. Yeah, he doesn't like that. And the Chariot. Okay. We're going to go to, so he's also kind of like, okay, we're moving forward. Things have to change. We have to figure something out, and it's got to go quickly. I do think he is considering, he is asking someone. I do hear him asking, like he's already done it. Ask someone, can I get rid of him? Is there someone better? I think the answer to that question is no and no. Barr knows too many secrets. Aha, here we are. Yep, Barr knows too many secrets and would be an informant. So I do think he was angry about this. I do think he had his initial, but he was also very nervous about this. that Barr would do this, because he knows darn well that that was a shot fired and that was a warning. And then he had to ask himself, what am I being warned about? Wow. So, victory. This was Barr's victory this time. Okay, so what can we expect in the future from these two then? Oh, goodness, and that's a loaded question, right? This is what we sometimes can keep a person up at night. You know, it's just like, oh, what next? What next? What next? I was gratified to see that at least Barr must think there's enough power out there besides himself and besides Trump. There's enough power in the government out there he doesn't have control over, that he had to really cover this. So that at least was good. But what can we expect from them in the future? 9 of Wands. Okay, so they're still embattled. Queen of Coins. There's that. Who is that? That female donor could be a Rebecca Mercer, could be Betsy DeVos, could be, you know, there is that money somewhere that is tying them together. Somebody's agenda who's got a lot of money. Death. Wow. It will all come down. It will all come down. They're going to continue to be beleaguered, but they'll stay there. So we have the Queen of Coins, and we got the King of Coins for Barr before, right? Those two are very stable people. They stay in their throne for a while. So, okay, so Barr's not going anywhere right away. We already saw that. But the 9 of Rods, they continue to be quite embattled. This does not die down. This does not put an end to it. The controversy just gets stirred up more and more about, is Barr Trump's lackey? And Barr may feel the need again to send out some signal that, no, I am not. So the Death card, I feel like that's going until, I mean, this is just only going down. This is not good. This is only disintegrating from here on out. So that's also sort of reassuring. We don't need to worry as much. We shouldn't worry at all. Come on. You know, what can we do to control the future? We can work in the present. Worry is a waste. We shouldn't worry at all. And, you know, we should go with Spirit's leading and be as involved as we can be and do that. But I feel a little comforted that the rule of law isn't completely under the thumb of Bill Barr or Donald Trump then. I do feel that. I don't think it's even close. So, okay, so that's good. They're having to really walk a tightrope to get what they want accomplished. And I don't think it's not going to happen with that Death card. It's just not going to happen in the long run. So, with that, I'll say goodbye and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good day. Try not to worry about any of this. We can only live in this moment. And the stronger we are in this moment, enjoying this moment, letting the sunlight in, allowing ourselves joy, worrying about anything is not going to change it. It just weakens us. Encouraging the hopeful attitude, encouraging the powerful attitude, doing our powerful visualizations and sending our powerful intentions. And when we send a message to our representatives in Washington, we send it with all kinds of powerful intention. And we do our part. Thank you all so much. So enjoy your weekend. Make yourself stronger that way. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.